This is your girl, Shar Johnson with AkronLocal.News Break. Hey, Brother Hiram, how are you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm all right, man. It's been hectic, man. A lot of news is coming and going and stuff like that.
Yes, it is. Not only has a lot of news been coming and going, there has been people's opinions, there has been rumors, and there has been things that people have been repeating about different things that has happened. So, I don't know if a lot of people realize that before you repeat things or, funnel it down to the next person, you need to make sure that the information that you're getting comes from a credible source and not just your opinion or something that you heard from someone else.
I like that because pretty much everything we're going to say as far as the reporternewspaperonline.com and akronhiphop.com is not our opinion or anything like that. You agree with me, right?
Oh, yes.
We read from sources. Matter of fact, everything in the Reporter comes off of a national feed, like the Associated Press type of deal. So we're not just saying what we're saying. We're saying what's from credible sources. Go ahead and talk about it.
Okay. Well, for instance, before we get into that, today it was mentioned to me about some of the things that happened over the 4th of July this past weekend. And I was asked a question, said, did you know that about 80 people got arrested downtown Akron? And I was like, what?
At the protest?
What they said was, did you know about 80 people got arrested this weekend downtown Akron? I'm like, what? They was like, at the protest. I'm like, huh? So I had to go and do a little bit of research, have a couple of conversations, and a credible source, which is the Washington Post, said something different. So let me just read what's being said, and let's just have a conversation about it. About 50 people were arrested Monday during protests after authorities released body camera footage of a black man's fatal shooting, police said. The charges include rioting, failure to disperse, and misconduct during an emergency, according to the report from Lieutenant Michael Miller, a spokesman from the Akron Police Department. Police issued a curfew shortly after midnight, and dozens of people remained downtown, the report said. The department said a group of violent protesters damaged businesses, restaurants, and residential structures in the area. Several small fires were also set during the night. Officers deployed a chemical irritant to prevent further rioting and property damage, the report said. So, I heard a couple of rumors, and I heard a couple of things that was allegedly said, and it was close to what I just read in the article, but it wasn't the exact facts. I believe it was people's opinion, and you got to think about it. That starts a whirlwind of theories, and it also causes problems when people just put their own things into what they think happened. What do you think about that?
Right. 80 people is totally different than 50.
Yes, it is.
That's 30 people. That's a 30 people different. 30,
yes, it
30
is.
Person different. Okay. I think it's important, especially right now, since so much stuff is being said about this particular case that we're talking about right now. The protesting, why they protesting. Hell, I've been getting calls all morning and stuff from a lot of different people. Talked to a councilman today, and he was concerned. He actually said that he wasn't here over the weekend, but he'd been watching the national narrative, and he thought it was interesting to say the least. But here, when you go down Main Street, you see all the businesses boarded up prior to the rally, because they knew some people was going to possibly buck wild and stuff like that.
Yes.
Had another gentleman call me and was like, he didn't understand why people running downtown hollering at the policemen like they supposed to help. I mean, you running down there yelling at the building. Big ups to my man New Game Ali. He said that today. But like I said, it's important, it's imperative that we as a community know what we're saying, keep our emotions out of it, and most importantly, convey the stuff that's been verified. Lil Mook Mook, if you're hearing stuff from Lil Mook Mook, okay, Boom Boom Shika and everything, it's good to listen. But if you don't have no source, don't pass it on. It could be something completely not true or fabricated. What do you think?
Or they can have putting their own opinion, concept, or theory into it. You know how sometimes they'll say the candy bar is red, and then you tell the next person, and the next person tells the next person, she said the candy bar was red and had spots in it. So as you're telling it, it's going to be more added to it or more taken off of it. And I understand that this is a sensitive type of situation that has happened, and everybody's emotions is high. But before, I believe, now this is my opinion, before you rile up everyone else, especially off of emotion, sometimes it's better to just sit back and let it all play out and see what all is going on. Because eventually, the truth will come out. It may not be the truth you want or the narrative you want to see or hear, but all you have to do is just let it all play out. To me, it's nothing wrong with having your opinion. It's nothing wrong to rally behind and stand behind someone or something, but you got to make sure you know what you're standing for.
Always remember, man, opinions and your personal thoughts on the thing does not trump facts. Okay? Does not trump a very well educated source who did the due diligence to get you the right news. Like what did the police chief was saying? He was saying a lot of stuff that's been put out has not been verified. He said a lot of stuff that people are saying, like he hear us talking, okay? Like he hear the average person at the barbershop's talking and stuff, and he knows that a lot of that stuff is literally, that's where it's coming from. People just talking, you know. And at the end of the day, does that help us at all? Because there's a lot of different things I've been told that I wouldn't even speak about because I don't know if it's true or not. We are Akrons Black Media, and what we want to do, we're a part of Akrons Black Media, and what we want to do here at AkronHipHop.com, the Reporter Newspaper Online.com, is to be responsible with the intelligence that we give you guys. And that's why you're not seeing us all the time on the platform, buck wilding and just speaking. We want to make sure we're giving you guys the right stuff. Take it out of here, Shar.
Well, if you have not subscribed to the Akron Hip Hop TV YouTube page, please go and do so. Don't forget to check me out weekly on akronlocal.news. You can also go to that website and check it out there. This is your girl, Shar Johnson, with akronlocal.news news break. Until next time, like Hiram always says, have some fun and get something done. akronlocal.news with SharJohnson.com.
Honest, fair, black everywhere.